Good morning, happy weekend, you guys. I'm sitting here with my cup of coffee and my donut. It's not real. My little. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys this morning. I know I look really gold. I don't have any other professional lighting set up, and I'm sitting at my little we call it the gold room for a good reason. There's lots of gold in here, but I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit because, yesterday was a weird day for me, and I wanted to talk to you guys because I know the energy has been really weird for a lot of people, and I think in moments like that we can start to think that maybe there's something wrong with us or our life, or for instance, yesterday I just woke up and I felt really restless. I almost felt a little depressed. And the weird thing is that my husband was feeling the same way, but we really don't have any reason to feel depressed, so talking with him about it, just today I kind of woke up and I didn't have that same feeling of almost like a depression, but I do feel very contemplative today, and I feel like I could sleep. And I think there's just a lot of things going on in our world. So I just want to do this quick video because I wanted to make sure that you guys understand, that when you're feeling this way, I know for healers, it's, or people that are just consciously awake of what's going on in our world and on our planet, is that collectively we go through feelings and emotions. And I know that it helps to understand that other people are feeling the same things that we're feeling. And one of the things to think about is just, we are in a cycle of transition from one season to the next, but we're also at a really strange place in our planet with things that are going on. And it brings up a lot of fears. There's a lot of changes that are happening, and there's a lot of unknowns of moving into the future and being worried about what the future is going to entail. And that covers so many things, right? Like you can look at the state of the world, and you can look at politics, and you can just look at your own life and that feeling of not really knowing the direction that your life is going. And sometimes the energy of the world kind of penetrates our bubble. And then we feel like, oh, we're doing something wrong. And I want to give the opposite view of that, is that sometimes if something penetrates the bubble, we know the difference when it's, okay, we need to really work on that. And other times it's penetrating the bubble because it's something that we need to work out. It's something that we need to give a little more thought to and process. And it isn't necessarily a bad thing that this thought or this feeling penetrated our bubble, because it makes us think about our life and, what we want to do with our life and what we want our life to mean. And if we're processing through with those feelings and we're thinking about those things, it isn't necessarily a bad thing that, something kind of penetrated our energy field, because it made us think about things, and it a lot of times either puts us right back on the right track, or because we have to do a course correction, or we realize that we're on that path and it's confirming, So I just want you guys to, keep in mind that, the best thing, I don't know, like for me right now, because I still feel some of that, and we woke up today, sorry, I'm fidgety, watching some of the news, and in Boston there was another mass shooting, and there's a lot of fears out there, like we even I avoid going out into public as much as possible, but I need that at the same time. And that was part of my restlessness yesterday, because I've created this, sanctuary and this oasis for me spiritually, mentally, physically. It's everything that I love. So it's my favorite place to be, but sometimes I need to go out because I need human interaction. So I'm very choosy with where I go to get that interaction. And I went to this place called the Chandelier, and and it was amazing because as soon as I walked in there, the owner knows me, and she was like, "Oh my God, do you still make those shells?" And she asked me to make. They're doing a princess tea party, and she asked me to make a centerpiece of like a mermaid in a shell, and that interaction happened because I felt that restlessness, and I'm like, I just feel like I need to get out, and that need also to feel like you need to do more. You need to not just focus on work all the time, but that you need to get out and live. And so I think a lot of us are just tapping into the restlessness of the energy of the planet right now, and that it's okay for us to feel whatever it is that we're feeling in the moment, and just realize that you're not alone in that. And that there is a lot of interesting vibration of the planet right now going on, and you are susceptible to that because you live in this world. So just like for me today, I'm just staying focused. I always say be solution oriented, stay focused, don't default on the negativity. But there are times where if you're having certain feelings, you need to feel those feelings and not try to brush them off immediately. Just allow yourself to feel what you feel. And if something has penetrated that energetic bubble that you normally have up, then, look at that. And what is that telling you about your life? Like I just had a conversation where my daughter was feeling a similar way, but for different things. And through the process of us talking, really we're able to talk out and work out what her next step was. And so sometimes there's a reason for that. Even with my husband, like I'll sit and think about like, yeah, what do you think about that energy yesterday? And he was the one that said it's like the world is vibrating a very interesting energy right now, and it's true. And we're immersed in it. We're walking around in it. So we want to make sure that we put our energy and our focus where it's reciprocating the right energy back to us, but also understanding that, even with doing all of that, you are susceptible to the vibration of this planet, and use it to your advantage to allow yourself to feel and kind of look at where you're vibrating at, and make the appropriate changes you need to stay on that track. And realize that you may be part of this collective energy and understanding what's going on in the planet, but you can live in the world and not let the world live in you. And that's been a saying that I've had for decades now, and it holds true to this very day. Live in the world, don't let the world live in you. Be aware of what's going on out there, but don't contribute to it. Okay, so contribute the light, which is what your focus has always been. And everybody at POBA, their focus is on, spreading the light and being these renegades of light, right? So just continue on doing that, and just know that we're all feeling this collectively as we're transitioning. So don't be too hard on yourself, okay? So do something nice for yourself today. If you decide to stay in, watch your favorite movies, just do whatever makes you happy. Have some good food. Be nice to yourself. Have a good cup of coffee or a tea or whatever, and just, focus on the ones you love, and don't give the negativity too much focus. Just be aware of what's going on in the world, but don't let it live inside you, okay? So that's all I wanted to do, is I want to come to you today and say that, and also wish you a happy 4th of July, okay? I love you guys, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.